Hi, good morning, friends. Today we will see how adrenergic and the cholinergic system works on the different organs, or the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. How does it work on different organ systems? So, without wasting time, let's consider a scenario. You can see in the image that a group of person are having a good time. They are camping together. They are having fun, relaxing, chilling with the friends. Now you can see all of a sudden they see a very strong, angry, hungry bear on the horizon, and the bear is coming slowly near to them. And now imagine yourself in this situation that you are also a part of that team, and you see this very scary guy all of a sudden, and what kind of changes undergo in your body. So that's all about the sympathetic nervous system. So without wasting any time, let's jump on the pharmacological section now. So imagine yourself in this condition, and imagine a very strong, really angry bear just like this, and put yourself in the emergency now. So how your body system and the sympathetic nervous system works on the different organ in this situation. So let's see one by one. So this side, the pink part is the sympathetic nervous system, effect of sympathetic nervous system on different organ systems. So let's consider one by one. So what it will do to your eyes, because uh, let's suppose you see the bear at the horizon, so you need to like figure out like in which direction I need to run in order to get rid of that bear. So you need to see more clearly, so you need to accommodate more light in your eye, so the pupil will be dilated, so you can determine in which yeah, what should I do, like, or what in which direction you should go in order to defeat the stress, or the defeat the bear. Okay, come to the salivary glands. So do you think in this situation you should worry about digesting the sandwich you consumed just 15 minutes ago? No, because you don't care about that right now, because your life is in danger right now, so you need to run. And in this situation you don't need to worry about the salivary glands. So the salivary glands will inhibit salivation. Okay, how will sympathetic nervous system work on heart? It will increase heartbeat. Increase heartbeat means increase blood flow to the organs, and increase blood flow to the organs and the muscles will be resulted into the more strength, more strong legs and hands, so you can fist tightly and you can run very nicely to get rid of that scary bear. So that's how it works on your heart. It increases the heartbeat. Okay, what about the lungs now? So in the lungs, you need to fill more air. So the sympathetic nervous system will dilate the bronchi. So in order to get some more air, oxygen coming in, and the oxygen will ultimately help your tissue to work nicely and like to run faster. Okay, what about the stomach? Stomach will inhibit the digestion just like the salivary gland. You don't need to worry about the digestion at this phase. So it will stop for a while, and it will the system sympathetic nervous system will focus on the other organs which are really in need of in this situation. Okay, so let's see the other systems, which is liver. What will happen in liver? The sympathetic nervous system will stimulate glucose release. Glucose means energy. Energy means you can run fast. What about kidneys? So basically, normally it's like really hard to relate the kidney with the sympathetic nervous system, because it doesn't come nicely on bat when we compare the other system and the kidneys. But kidneys is the most important. Kidney are the most important part, because all of you know that the adrenal gland is sitting on the top of the kidney, and whenever the sympathetic nervous system act on the kidney, the adrenal gland will stimulate epinephrine and norepinephrine release, which are the very essential neurotransmitter for the sympathetic nervous system. and you will need those chemicals in a very high amount when you are under the stress situation like this. Okay, what about the intestines? Intestines will inhibit peristalsis and secretion. Just like the stomach will inhibit the acid secretion and the salivary gland will inhibit the salivary secretion, the same way the intestine will stop secreting the digestive chemicals and inhibit the peristaltic movement. Okay, now let's have a look on the bladder. So the bladder is a really tricky part. So do you think that you should pee on the bear in order to scare him? Because you won't be able to do that, and the bear is really stronger than you. So it's really a good idea to hold urine for for some 5-10 minutes until you get rid of bear. So the bladder will be relaxed. Okay, now let's consider exam point of view, like how they ask the question in the PBC exam about the systems. So they can randomly select any organ system and ask how the sympathetic nervous system works on the particular organ. And another thing is the preganglionic fiber for the sympathetic nervous system is shorter, and the postganglionic fiber for the sympathetic nervous system innervation is longer. Pre-ganglionic short and post-ganglionic longer. Okay, let's come towards the exactly opposite scenario, which is parasympathetic nervous system. So now imagine yourself in a very like a good situation in a vacation mode, relaxing in your favorite room, watching nice movie and relaxing on sofa, having a drink and everything. So at this time you don't need to worry about any stress or any stimuli. So your eyes will be uh, constricted, your pupil will be constricted, because you don't need to accommodate more light because you are not having any threat at this time. So your eyes will adjust accordingly and will be constricted. Okay, what about the salivary glands? Salivary glands, you really need to digest the food now, because you just had some good food because you are at home, you are enjoying your vacation, you have a party with your friends again, and now your system need to digest the food you consume. So this salivary gland will increase the secretion of saliva. Okay, what about heart? Okay, what about heart? It will slow the heartbeat, because right now we don't need to run because the bear is not here anymore. So the same with the lungs, you don't need to fill more extensively high amount of air in your lungs, so your lung will be constricted, the bronchi will be constricted. Okay, what about stomach? It will stimulate the digestion. It means the increase the release of HCl secretion. What will happen in the liver? Stimulate bile release. So the bile is all of you know that the bile will help to digest the fat components of your food. So the bile duct and the gallbladder is connected with the liver. So the synthesis of bile is happening in the liver, and the bile is stored in gallbladder. So whenever your parasympathetic nervous system is activated, your liver will initiate the process of release of the bile into your digestive organs, so in order to digest your fat very nicely. Okay, what happened to the intestine? Intestine will stimulate the peristalsis, peristaltic movement of your intestine, and secretion of the other important enzyme and hormone which help you to digest the food nicely. Okay, intestine has also the same exactly opposite effect. And now the bladder will have a chance to release some water. So the bladder will be contracted in the parasympathetic nervous system activated. Whenever the parasympathetic nervous system activated, your bladder will be contracted. So it means you can release some water out of this. Okay, now there are some fancy terminology the examiner use or tricking the students. So what kind of words they are using, like for example, is there is any chemical which act on the sympathetic nervous system or initiate the sympathetic nervous system response, which is known as sympathomimetic. So any chemical like for example adrenaline and the epinephrine, norepinephrine, or there are some synthetic drug which acts on the sympathetic nervous system and initiate the response of the sympathetic nervous system. So these drugs are known as sympathomimetics. And exactly the medication which act on the parasympathetic nervous system, they are known as sympatholytics. So working on sympathetic, sympathomimetics and sympatholytics over here. And the one more thing is the one other terminology is this sympathetic nervous system is also known as adrenergic nervous system, or the adrenergic system, and the parasympathetic nervous system is known as cholinergic system, or you can see the word cholinergic nervous system. So there is a little tricky part also, like comes up in the exam. The only one word will confuse you and you need to leave that question. So be advised that there are like have like idea about all the different terminologies. Okay, now let's see the terms cholinergic and anticholinergic. So the cholinergic agents, or the cholinergic system, which is same with the which is same like a parasympathetic nervous system, or it is basically same. So what happens in the parasympathetic nervous system? It releases more water overall in the body. So you can see in the tear in eyes, it can release the lacrimal gland secretion. So this is really interesting. For the parasympathetic nervous system, it increases parasympathetic nervous system increases the water secretion in all of your organ system. Like in the eyes, it increases the lacrimal gland secretion, which is tears. In the salivary gland, it increases saliva, which is also a kind of water, and so it is also a secretion. So in eyes increases like secretion, which is tears. In salivary gland, it increases secretion, which is saliva. And in the stomach, it increases secretion, which is HCl. In liver, it increases secretion, which is bile. In the intestine, it increases secretion, which is your digestive hormones and the enzymes. And in the bladder as well, it increases the secretion, which is your urine. So these like this is the very watery system, you can say. Like parasympathetic nervous system increases the secretion all over the body, and the exactly opposite thing is anticholinergic. So the whenever you hear about the anticholinergic agents like the atropine, etc. So what they will do, they will reduce the secretions. So it will make the whole body dry, because they will stop the secretions throughout the organ systems. So your eye will be dry, your salivary glands will be dry. So ultimately you will see the dry mouth. Okay, your stomach will be having less secretion, so you will have some indigestion of the food, or the kind of constipation thing. Same with the intestine, you will see the constipation because you are no more secreting the enzymes and the hormones. And in the bladder, you will see the urinary retention. So the anticholinergic system will stop the secretion of all the body fluids, and the cholinergic system, which is the parasympathetic nervous system, will increase the secretion of all the organ systems. So if you consider this point in your exam, it will be really easy for you to answer in the tricky situations. So thanks for watching the video. Have a very good day, my friends.